guys, thank you for joining me again for story time. I have a very special guest with us today. This is my puppy Riley. He is super camera shy. He doesn't like to be seen, but Riley's with us today because it is his birthday. He is 17 today, which makes him something like, I don't know, like 117 in dog years. He's very old, but we are so glad that he's here today, and I'm so glad that you joined us. So the title of our story today, remember, title is the name of the book, is Giraffes Can't Dance. The author of our story today is Giles, Andreae, and our illustrator is Guy Parker Reese. Remember, author writes the words, illustrator draws the pictures. I chose this book today because it's one of my younger brother's favorite stories. So I'm at my parents' house today, and I looked through his bookshelf and found this one. I really like this particular book because it has a lot of rhyming words. So as we're listening today, see if you can point out all the words that rhyme. Alrighty, let's get started. Giraffes can't dance. If you are from Citizenship Academy, you know that our character strength this week is love of learning. So let's see if we can see how our main character demonstrates that character strength, love of learning. Okay, here we go. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy, and his legs were rather thin. Ooh, if I look at my setting of my story or where the story takes place, looks like they are in the jungle. I can look at my picture clues to see that. And I see my main character, Gerald. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Oh, I can see how that would be hard for him as a giraffe to run around. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Ooh, take a second and look at our pictures and spot an animal that you love. Tell somebody next to you what animal that you like that you spot in this picture. Riley, which animal do you like? No, not interested. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. Look at all those dance moves that those animals have. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. I like that it's also teaching us all the names of all these cool dances. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, all the animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. Oh, they are being so unkind to him. He was ready to show bravery and give it a try, but the animals were being so mean. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Wow, that feels like an awful feeling for Gerald. And then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. I like that advice from the cricket. We are not all made the same, so sometimes we just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. I like that this part of the text has quotation marks at the beginning and at the end because it shows that that is something that the character is really saying. So in this part, it's the cricket that's really saying those things. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. Oh, he's starting to dance. How awesome. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault, and he leapt up in the air. Try stay. You're good, buddy. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing. Yes, I am dancing. I am dancing, Gerald cried. Want to see right now? No? Okay. We'll show them then. Oh, look at his big smile. I can tell by my picture clue how he feels so happy. Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." "How is it you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Alrighty, that is the end of our story. Thank you so much for listening. So in the beginning, I asked you to listen to how our main character showed the character strength of love of learning. And I really think that he showed this by learning how to dance, even if he just needed to find his song. I also think he showed a lot of bravery by trying something new, even though he thought he maybe wasn't good at it. He showed a lot of bravery by trying something new and a lot of creativity by all his creative dance moves. Alrighty, I hope this week you get out and you try something new because it's awesome when we're learning new things. Alrighty, guys, thank you for joining me and we'll talk soon. Have a great night and an awesome weekend. Bye.